everybody, and how's it going? How is lucky green rice used? Okay, this is a question that was posed to me by a loyal subscriber, Talon Wing Dancer. How are you doing? And it was a very good question. I believe that there's a lot more that could be added to this, so I decided to make this video on different things that could bring you luck, and are they as good as doing actual spells? Okay, good questions. Anyway, I was gonna do a live video on this, but I wanted to get back to the basics of doing the comfortable videos here, the editable ones where I could be myself, and if I screw up, I can just edit it out and put it before you in the right manner. But lucky green rice, I believe that it originates from the regular white rice, and casting it upon a couple who have just been married as they exit the wedding chapel doors. Okay, long ago, before they turned it into birdseed, because it was likely that birds were eating it and it was exploding their stomachs because it expands within the bellies of whatever animals would eat it. Anyway, or wearing the white rice, a pinch of it in your shoe for a certain amount of time. 72 hours is what I believe it was in the old days. But they went a step further and they began making lucky green rice. Okay, because green was a color that was representing luck, money, prosperity, and to combine the two would make it all the more stronger. And so they began shredding up a little bit of money. Typically, I'll take a corner without harming the money so it can be used by people later. I'll take a corner off of a $20 bill, a $10 bill, and a $5 bill, and a $1 bill, and sometimes even a $100 bill. And I'll take those corners and I'll mix it into my rice. I'll add 3 drops approximately of green dye, green food coloring actually. I would add a couple of drops of patchouli for strength of magic, and I would add, say, 2 or 3 drops of some oil that's made to bring luck. Honeysuckle is good for that. Let's see, any of your mint oils promote money. And you know, you might add a little bit of many different kind of oils to bring or provoke the different ideas of what it is that you want to initiate into your life. Love, money, health, etc. So it could be done in so many different ways, and it's not an exact science. All you have to do is have a good amount of faith and stir your intentions into that which you're doing as you're putting in your ingredients. What are they for? What do you want it to do? And it doesn't hurt to put some herbs in there, such as rosemary, some sage, and money drawing herbs likewise. You know, this being to cleanse and purify, protect from bad energies, to bring good health, to bring good money, to bring luck, etc. You know, and you could add a little drop of your blood, or you could take some of your hair, burn it, and sprinkle it in there, rub it into there, or whatever, you know, and make it you. You have to put yourself into it. Some essence of you should go into this lucky green rice. In some cultures, they'll put pea in it. Some cultures, they'll put a little drop of their blood into it. Some cultures, they'll put some of their hair, finely chopped but not burnt. And in some cultures, they'll put burnt hair. The more alive your DNA is, the better off it will be. So the burnt hair isn't the preferred method. Blood is by far the strongest. Chopped hair, finely done, would be your second strongest. Okay, and then you would mix it all together with the oils involved, and whatever else you want to put in. So this is how you make your lucky green rice, and perhaps I'll do a video where I show you exactly how to do it, what to say as you're making it, etc. I think that that's a good idea. But I am just getting back into making the videos, and it has been a while, so a little bit timid and shy here. Believe it or not, I do have that streak inside of myself, and I don't generally like to admit that, but what can I say? I think a lot of us do have that side of ourselves, you know. But lucky green rice is only one thing that you can do that is said to bring luck. There are a bunch of typical mundane things that you can do, and lucky green rice is one of your spell working ideas on how to bring good luck to yourself. Okay, but there are a lot of typical mundane things that your typical person might do, you know, to bring luck, like putting a penny in your shoe, or dropping money into a wishing well, you know, to gain what is wanted. Placing an upside down horseshoe over your doorway, and some may even place an upright horseshoe with the prongs up above the door likewise. Placing various good luck charms under your pillow or around your neck that you might pick up in some little gadget store or whatever. There are a lot of different things you can do to bring luck. You can wear green, you can find a 4-leaf clover. You know, these are typical mundane things. But do they work as well as doing actual spell works and applying them to what you need done? I believe that these typical mundane things do work. They do. You're putting your faith in it, and so it has a certain amount of energy in it. It has certain amounts of influence in it. You're thinking about it. You're giving power to it. It's happening. I don't believe that it works as well as anything that you would go into a spell work on, such as making your green candle, engraving it, adding oil to it, putting some of your essence on it, such as your blood, your hair, etc. I don't believe that it would work as well as something you're putting that kind of attention into. Making a Zen Zen bag, or one of my money drawing pouches, or anything like that. I don't believe it works as well as that, because you're going into circle with that intention. You're holding all the energy into the circle as you're making it and not letting it escape, so that it all can be placed into the item that you're creating or sent out to the world when you drop those walls all at one time, so your intentions can go to its destined place all at once and make it all the more powerful. I believe when you sit down and you place so much intention and work, love into the item or the cause, you know, you're gonna get a much better reaction from it. That is simply what I believe, and other people might disagree, but I believe that you're doing a lot more. You're stirring a lot more influence from, you know, putting a penny in your shoe and just saying, oh, this will bring me good luck, or find a penny and pick it up and all day long you'll have good luck. I believe, as opposed to that, sitting in a circle, creating a green candle, burning it as you're creating a pouch, or stirring up a lucky green rice with everything in it that you would put into it, and stirring it with all the thoughts that you would have, the prayers that you would put in it. I believe that there's a lot more that would go into it, so you're going to get a lot more out of it. And that's just the way I feel about it. The more you put into anything, the more you're going to get out of it. The purer your intentions are, the more that it's going to benefit you. Picking something up and putting it in your pocket, it's a thought. You're putting energy into it of some sort, lightly, I feel. And you believe in it, you put faith into it, sometimes a lot, I feel that it's going to bear some consequence, that it's going to help you out to some degree. But spending an hour or two engraving things into whatever it is you're making, prayers to the gods and goddesses, feelings, hopes, love, emotion, that's going to be what works for you the most. That's going to be what is going to make things happen a lot quicker, a lot more dictative as to how you would like to have it happen, how strong you want it to be, what you want from it. It's all going to go into that in the stronger course of action. So put into it all you can if you want anything out of it. Now, whether you do it on a full moon or you do it on a new moon, it's going to have a bearing on it. What deity you're calling on to, and what cause they generally serve on a historical basis. All of this is going to be of a help to you. Take note of all of that. Put all of that into it. Just really, make your incense. If you're going to be calling to the west more, or to the south more, or the north instead, or the east, then take that into consideration when you're making your incense out of herbs, grinding it up and putting it in the right direction as you enter it into the bowl, before you start grinding it up, or start stirring it up to mix it in with your intentions. And making your incense could be very, very powerful too. And I've said that before in my videos, and I actually need to do a video on that. I never have. But, lucky green rice, it's to bring luck. It's to bring money and to grant wishes. Okay? Especially of money when you're putting shards or pieces, bits of money into it. If you're wanting it for somebody else, you might want to put a little bit of their DNA in it instead of your own. Don't ever put your DNA in somebody else's work. You don't know what they're going to use it for, or what their thoughts are going to be when they're using it, and that negativity could relay over to you if they cause somebody's death with their thoughts and ideas for, say, an inheritance by somebody that's still alive. But lucky green rice is made mainly to bring money, made to bring luck and different things, depending on how you do it or what you put into it. Okay? Other things that you could pick up or do can work for you. If it's on a mundane note, the horseshoe over the door, or the penny in your pocket, or whatever, all of this could work. But choosing something that has intent to it, or work that you put into it, will be a lot stronger. And that is my take on the matter. Anyway, I wanted to answer this, how is it used? I've almost left that out. How is lucky green rice used? Which was Talon Wing Dancer's actual question. A lot of people will take a little sachet of it, bundle it up, make a little pouch, that has the cloth sticking up after they put the rubber band on it, and they'll stick it in their cash registers. Hence, if you put it in a little pouch for your register, you might want that little pouch to be green. Okay? And maybe with a black ribbon or purple ribbon for power. Depending on what you prefer. Black, I feel, is always more energy drawing, and you want to draw energy from your clients or from whoever you're trying to get money from. Okay, so you can take a sachet of this lucky green rice or a little cloth and bunch it up and put a rubber band around it and stick it in your cash register, or you can carry it in your pocket. Okay, Some people will stick it down in their shoe, but I feel that that would be just slightly uncomfortable for me. So I don't perceive myself to be doing that anytime in the near future. You can take scent lockets and put a little bit of it in that, or the little wearable bottles, okay? You can wear some around your neck. Let's see. You can take some and you can bunch it up in the same little bags that I was telling you about before and distribute them at weddings so that that could be thrown over the heads of brides and grooms when it is done indoors. But never do it outside, like I said. Birds and other animals eat that and it swells in their stomach and it can cause their stomachs to rupture. So not a good idea in this day and age. Although I will tell you that it's a lot less likely that they'll want to eat the rice since it has all of those scented oils on it. But then who knows? So extreme caution is very necessary here. Do remember, the more green food coloring you put in there, the more it can tend to stain things, okay? And you don't want that by any means. So be very careful not to stain your carpets. You know, use the lightest amounts and let it dry on the rice or bake it onto the rice real well before actually using it. You know, and whenever I say baking it onto the rice, I would mean that you're using it in, say, an oven or a toaster oven, something along those lines, for, you know, a light amount of time at, say, 150, 165 degrees, not at a temperature where it would actually scorch the rice in appearance. You don't want that by any means. So there's some hints and tips for you on lucky green rice. How to make it, how to prevent it from staining things so much. You know, just use less of the green food coloring. By the way, if there is somebody else that you're trying to incorporate into this, shards of a shredded picture of theirs could work real good in implementing them into it, but I still suggest DNA. Food coloring, light amounts. Okay. Anyway, hopefully this would be of a help to you and answer your question, Talon, and other people such as yourself. I think that I've covered my bases on this. Just remember that it does stain things if you use too much food coloring, or if you don't bake it on correctly or let it dry into the rice real well before using it. And the different ways that I've already told you on how you can use it. Other things that could bring you good luck is the horseshoe over the door. I feel that if you want your cup to be filled of love, joy, and contentment, you would use the horseshoe in the upright position. If you want to get rid of old negative aspects of things that you no longer want, you would put the horseshoe in the upside down position. Likewise, if you do not want anyone walking into your house, to your shop, or whatever with negative energy, you would place the horseshoe in the upside down position. That means with the prongs down toward the floor after it has been anointed with the right protective oils. Likewise, to bring energy and light, you would put the positive money drawing oils, etc. on it to do that. You can also attach a little bag of lucky green rice to it to help bring positivity, joy, contentment, money, and luck. Okay? I hope that this has been of a help. Hopefully in the near future I can make for you a video regarding and showing you the making of the lucky green rice in deeper detail, because there's a lot more to it than what I was able to give or think about spontaneously, such as this video was made, and a witch doesn't always, at least right away, give you her secrets to making such a thing. However, if I do make a video for you regarding this, you can be assured that I will give you all the secrets that I have for making lucky green rice. Alright, you take care of yourself and realize that Lady Leeanna is back, and I'm going to be making videos again for you in the future. I really and truly enjoy it, and so you know, take care of yourself and stay tuned for better and brighter videos on eclectic spirituality. Bye-bye.